Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled at the foot of a tall mountain, lived a young man named Kavi. Kavi was known by everyone, not for his skills or cleverness, but for his laziness. While the villagers worked hard in their fields, repaired homes, and carried water from the well, Kavi could always be found lying under the same shady tree, staring at the sky or dozing off. One day, a wise old man visited the village. He had traveled far and wide, and was known in many towns for his insight and calm demeanor. When he passed through the village square, he noticed Kavi snoozing in the same spot each day. Curious, the wise man finally walked over and gently asked, "Tell me, young man, why do you lie here all day while others work?" Kavi yawned and stretched. "Working is hard," he said. "I get tired just thinking about it. I'd rather rest." The wise man smiled faintly. "Do you want to be rich?" That got Kavi's attention. He sat up quickly. "Rich? Of course, who doesn't?" The wise man leaned closer. "Then let me ask you one thing before I tell you the path to great fortune." Kavi squinted. "What is it?" The wise man pulled out a stick and drew a small square in the dirt. Then he asked, "If you never lift this stick, can it move on its own?" Kavi scoffed. "Of course not. It's a stick." The wise man raised an eyebrow. "And if you want a different life? How will that life come to you if you never move either?" Kavi paused. For the first time in a long while, he had no quick reply. Seeing the thought take root in Kavi's mind, the wise man said, "Behind that mountain lies a cave. Inside it is said to be a diamond of great value. If you find it, your life will change forever. But beware. The journey is long and not easy." Despite his doubts, the idea of treasure excited Kavi. He set off, leaving behind the tree that had been his only companion for years. The mountain was steep, and the sun was harsh. After just a few minutes, Kavi was exhausted. But the thought of the diamond and the wise man's riddle kept him going. As he climbed higher, cool breezes offered moments of comfort. When he reached the top, gasping for breath, he looked out over the world below. It was the first time he'd seen his village from above. Finally, Kavi found the cave. He rushed inside and searched every corner, but there was no diamond. Confused and angry, he searched again, and again, nothing. Crushed, Kavi sat in the dark cave. Was this a trick? He thought. Why would the wise man lie? He thought about staying there forever, but hunger, cold, and fear slowly pushed him to act. With no other choice, he began the long journey home. When he returned to the village, dusty and weary, he found the wise man waiting at the edge of the field. "You came back," the wise man said warmly. "There was no diamond," Kavi muttered, frustrated. "Why did you lie?" The wise man chuckled gently. "But you did find it." Kavi frowned. There was nothing there. The wise man placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Before this journey, you wouldn't lift a finger. You avoided even the simplest task. Yet now you've climbed a mountain, crossed dangerous terrain, and returned. That strength, that will, that is the diamond. You now have something more valuable than riches." The wise man continued, "You have diligence, the power to act, even when it's hard. With that, you can build anything, achieve anything." And in that moment, Kavi understood. From that day forward, Kavi worked in the fields, helped his neighbors, and even inspired others. And though he never found a gem made of stone, he built a life filled with pride, purpose, and perseverance.